Today, we got two of the strongest guys in comics going head to head, Hulk versus Lobo. So who's coming on top here? Let's find out. After being bombarded with a massive dose of gamma radiation while saving a young man's life during the testing an experimental bomb, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner was transformed into the Incredible Hulk, a green behemoth who is the living personification of rage and pure physical strength. Now, Hulk is physically one of the strongest beings in the Marvel Universe, and has done some truly incredible things throughout the years. He supported a 150 billion ton mountain range, matched two Avengers teams for a while, overpowered Thor on multiple occasions, pushed spears of matter and antimatter apart, held the tectonic plates of a planet together, destroyed an asteroid twice the size of Earth in one punch, destroyed planets and moons in the dark dimension, crushed adamantium in his bare hands, and destroyed Nightmare's realm with his sheer power alone. The thing is, all these feats are nowhere near Hulk's limits, because, technically speaking, Hulk has no limits. Hulk's strength is tied into his emotions, more specifically his rage, which leads to the saying that the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. Hulk also has impressive superhuman speed, despite his immense size. He can run up to 300 miles per hour, can catch fighter jets and missiles with his bare hands, and his punches can exceed the speed of sound as evidenced by the air shockwaves he produced. Hulk is also able to jump so fast and high that he can reach orbit. Then Hulk also has superhuman durability, able to resist a ground zero explosion, Human Torch's Nova Blast, planet-shattering impacts, and a blast from Galactus. However, it is possible to damage the Hulk, but he has the greatest healing factor in the Marvel Universe, to recover and heal from literally any injury. So, as we got one corner, the Green Goliath, the strongest one there is, the Hulk. But entering the ring in the other corner, well, it's the main man himself, Lobo. Lobo is a deadly bounty hunter, believing in no law other than his own code of honor. He's the last Khazarian, having killed all other members of his race for the sake of being unique. Lobo possesses superhuman strength, on par with some of the strongest beings in the DC universe. He's absolutely manhandled Superman, Hal Jordan, Martian Manhunter, and Shazam before, and said that he could easily snap Aquaman's neck, but did it because Aquaman was chill with dolphins. Lobo one time even took an entire city and compacted it down into one tiny little ball and ate it. I don't even know how that's possible. Despite his size though, Lobo is surprisingly quick. They will tag both the Flash and Superman before. Also superhumanly durable, and has an incredible healing factor as well, as he's regenerated from just a skull in a matter of seconds, kept fighting with his head completely disintegrated, and fought as just a skeleton. It's been said that Khazarians can only truly be killed by other Khazarians, and even furthermore, Lobo has been banned from entering either heaven or hell. As a result of being banned from the afterlife, Lobo possesses the ability to leave his body if he gets to be too damaged. And while outside his body, he does lose the ability to physically affect living beings. However, he can affect other ghosts. His weapon of choice is a chain and hook, and carries a massive arsenal of deadly weapons that includes insanely large and loud guns and explosives. He also has a bottomless satchel, which is where he can pull guns, explosives, and ammo out of nowhere. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, Superman vs. Hulk is one of the greatest matchups in all of comics. Hulk vs. Doomsday is another just iconic fight. But today we're going to throw Hulk up against another great Superman villain, Lobo. So who's coming out on top here? Well, let's find out. And in this fight, strength and physicality is just going to be so important. I mean, that's basically the main thing Hulk is working with here. So how strong are these two? Well, over in the DC universe, Lobo is insanely strong. Seriously, the main man is shockingly strong. He's been on a battle against Superman on repeated occasions, even fighting against an Eclipso-possessed Superman multiple times. He's knocked out Captain Marvel, knocked out Green Lantern, effortlessly shattered both Hal, Guy's, and Sinestro's constructs. He's battled against Despero, the same Despero who had just previously beaten Power Girl and Martian Manhunter, and he's beaten Supergirl in an arm wrestling competition. Lobo also has some feats that are nearly impossible to accurately quantify, and just don't even seem like they could possibly happen. But let's just go with it. I mean, he's taken a city weighing in at trillions of tons and proceeded to crush it down into a nice, bite-sized chunk and eat it. Lobo's also gone up against a supercomputer with quote-unquote stellar mass. And despite not having any leverage, the supercomputer deeming it illogical, Lobo was just like, F it, I'm gonna do it anyways. And he was able to pull it down to Earth with his chain. However, across the board, man, throughout his tenure and career, Hulk is still the stronger one out of the two. I mean, he is known as the strongest one there is for a reason. He supported the weight of a star, although the effort did eventually transform him back into Bruce. He held together the tectonic plates of the planet Sakaar, and with people who were actually communicating with the planet itself believed that the planet wasn't going to hold. This also generated enough force to power the shield that'll stop the planet destroyer Exitar. He's snapped Red Hulk's arm, shook the whole planet during the fight with mutated animals, and did it again while fighting against Red Hulk. He's repeatedly injured Thor and Hercules with his punches, sent them flying backwards. Even stalemating Thor turned to strength for an hour straight. And it took two of Sentry's hands to stop one of Hulk's punches. It's also knocked out Thor with one hit, sent both Hercules and Jane Foster flying off of him just by flexing his muscles. He's able to shatter right through a barrier that unworthy Thor couldn't break through. Hulk has even broken through the time barrier and broken the space-time continuum with his punches. And that's just scratching the surface for the Hulk when it comes to strength. Yeah, he's injured both Zom and Zeus with his punches, and brought down a whole universe during his fight with Nightcrawler. Hulk is just insanely strong, and he's been this insanely strong across his entire career. Lobo's strong, but Hulk is stronger. That's about all there is to it. What about durability? Well, if we're being honest, Lobo is a real tough character to beat here in this category. I mean, he's a guy with the durability of Superman and the healing factor of Wolverine, which is just a crazy combination. He's taken punches of Superman that sent him flying out into space, laughed off punches of Captain Marvel, has even noted that he's able to heal faster than Clark can injure him. He's taken an explosion that wiped an entire planet of life, was hit by lightning that literally tore apart space, time, and reality, and taken a spear to the heart that canceled out healing factors, said to be capable of killing gods, was then shot across the city, and still just went on to start cracking jokes. He's been blown to bits and regenerated within seconds, shot himself in the head just to prove that he could take it, had his head blown off by one of Amanda Waller's brain bombs, and is even able to keep on fighting without a head while just a skeleton. Waller's even mentioned that Lobo is unkillable, and Green Lantern believes that the only way to slow him down is to throw him into a whole other solar system. But Hulk is pretty much exactly the same. Right off the bat, he took a punch from Thanos that sent him flying backwards, completely wrecking a small town in the process. And Hulk just smiled and jumped right back into the fight. He's consistently brushed off attacks of people on Lobo's strength level, like Thor, Hyperion, Juggernaut, and Hercules, all like they were nothing. He's taken nuclear blast power to destroy islands, literally did not feel the attack. Remember when Hulk withstood the weight of a star? Well, that attack was from Proxima Midnight's spear, which was forged and contained a sun trapped in distorted space-time, making the attack both the weight of a sun and also an all-consuming supernova at the same time. And Hulk withstood that attack. He's even proven that he's tougher than primary adamantium, arguably the strongest metal in the Marvel Universe. as he is shrugged off an attack by the Mad Thinker that was capable of liquefying and molding primary adamantium. Hulk is also gone up against a villain named Galaxy Master. Someone could destroy planets with his blast. Yet Galaxy Master couldn't kill Hulk even when he increased his power 10 times over. He's also gone up against Hirakawa, so it'll break apart planets as a side effect of his fights. Yet his full-on blast barely even injured Hulk. Lobo's just gonna have a real tough time injuring him, especially considering that the Hulk has a crazy healing factor on top of his durability. He's covered from everything from broken limbs, destroyed organs, severe burns, and even brain hemorrhages almost instantaneously. So yeah, both are real durable. Both have incredible healing factors, but who's the tougher one out of the two? Well, I don't think it's necessarily that simple. Hulk is actually tougher and more durable, but Lobo has a better healing factor. He'll power through attacks, recover from attacks better than the Hulk. So Hulk's stronger, he's more durable, and Lobo does have the better healing factor. But that's not all that Lobo can do. I'm really specifically talking about his chain. He has routinely used his chain while in battle, and hasn't just grabbed the Flash or consistently wrapped up Superman, also caught Captain Marvel, Green Lantern, and others. See no reason why Lobo can't do the same thing here in this fight. He's even got bombs that can destroy cities, and guns capable of destroying planets. Only thing is, I don't necessarily think that's enough to reliably put Hulk down. City-sized explosions aren't enough to beat Hulk. He's taken a whole lot more in the past. Technically, planetary explosions aren't enough to beat Hulk when he's at his peak. But you also gotta look at it from Lobo's angle and see that Lobo doesn't really resort to blowing up planets to end fights. Don't think he'll be doing that here. At least his chain. But here's the thing. Adamantium teeth can't pierce through Hulk, although Wolverine's claws can. The Spear of Ares shatters against his abs. It was even cut by Valkyrie's magical sword. I don't necessarily think that just that chain is enough to get Lobo to win. On the other hand, Hulk's stronger, Hulk's more durable. I think they'll just reach a point where Hulk is able to smash Lobo, and his healing factor can't bring him back. Lobo's gonna try and match Hulk blow for blow. He's gonna try and beat Hulk into submission. While Lobo will definitely be able to take some blows and dish them out in return, it's gonna end up with him getting the crap kicked out of him. I just don't really see any other way that this goes. Hulk wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure that like button, subscribe button, and turn notification on the DanCo army, and I will see you next time.